Yo, Michael Martinez here. I'm gonna ask right at the top of this video if you could please subscribe if you have not already. If you're a loyal viewer of this channel, then you have definitely noticed that the videos have been lacking lately. And I hate it. I love being productive and I love doing this and I miss it. And I think some of you have as well. I've been going back and forth with you on Twitter. So I decided today that the moment I get 10,000 subscribers, I'm just gonna quit my job.
You can take this job and you know, you can take this job and you know.
And I'm not too far away. At the moment of this recording, I have 3,484 subscribers. So I don't know, it might take a few weeks, it might take a few months. I don't know, I'm just saying whenever I hit that 10,000, I'm quitting. And I know that 10,000 is probably not the smartest number to quit on. It's not that big, but I just feel like, one, I really want to quit anyway and do this more. And two, I feel like by the time I get to 10, I feel like there's at least enough promise there that it's gonna go further. Anyway, like I said before, if you guys enjoy the channel and you'd like to see it come back more consistently, then just help spread the word. Share the videos, post the videos, tweet the videos, whatever you need to do. Just help me get the word out. I appreciate it. Okay, so I'm gonna assume that every single one of you watching this has heard of Jake Paul. I'll admit that when I started hearing about him, I thought that he was just an awful person. I was seeing footage of him on the news. I was seeing a lot of articles pop up. There were compilations on YouTube titled things like, "By the end of this video, you will hate Jake Paul even more." And I was watching this stuff and reading this stuff and I was like, wow, he's really terrible. He's very entitled, he seems spoiled, he's just such a bad person. So no publicity is bad publicity, right? I totally believe that. I immediately started watching his videos. And they were strange at first. I couldn't tell what I was watching. It was like, are these sketches? I wasn't quite sure what to make of them. And then it was like, oh yeah, these are what they're calling vlogs now.
You wouldn't know this.
No, stop vlogging.
I'm a vlogger now, bro.
I guess to me, I think about it very old school still. Like a vlog was you just sit in front of the camera and like just talk about your thoughts and your feelings. Like what I do on here sometimes, and I title it as vlog. But apparently these days a vlog is like a super fast-paced, quick cut, energetic, just craziness of all the stuff that happens throughout your day that kind of plays out like a reality show. And I watched a couple of them, and then I watched a few of them, and they're like crazy addictive, so that I just started watching them like all the time. I think he puts them out every single day.
It's every day, bro.
And then I started to look at his numbers and his success across like all the platforms, and it was just unbelievable. And I thought, I want to learn more about this guy. And I started looking up a bunch of his interviews and things he had to say about what he's doing and his success and about how he got there. And he just ended up being like really fascinating to me. And one, he's either a genius and he's orchestrating all this kind of behavior just for the publicity, which is totally working, or two, he's just so crazy successful that it's just got to him over time and it's just maybe led him to make some not so great decisions, or both. And I really don't know what my normal viewers are gonna think of this video. I know a lot of people look at Jake Paul as like a villain, but I didn't want that to stop me because I've kind of become, I don't know what it means to call yourself a Jake Pauler. Like, do you have to like buy the merch and like declare out loud I'm a Jake Pauler and like dab on haters, or like just the fact that you watch every single episode, does that make you a Jake Pauler? If so, I guess by default I'm a Jake Pauler. Jake Paul is just one of those guys where you either love him or you hate him. So if you love him, cool, enjoy the video. If you hate him, sorry, but...
You guys silly? I'm still gonna send it.
Alright, Jake Paul, YouTube star diss track official music video. This isn't a diss track. Okay, so the title was clickbait. I like it.
Pressure hot. They all watching now. Make a mistake. World on me now. It ain't easy, just a kid from a small town. To every news publication trying to take me, they want me to lose, want me in the noose, but they ain't tell the truth, trying to drag my name, man, where was y'all at when I was on the email, trying to stop the press fans from killing themselves, man, where was y'all at when I was in the kitchen, whipping up meals for kids on Thanksgiving, where was y'all at when Make-A-Wish hit me to be my girl Kaylee, damn that shit changed me. That ain't on the news. That ain't on the news. You think you know me, but
I mean, I like what he's saying. It's a good point. I feel like this is kind of along the lines of what I was saying earlier about how I just heard the worst things, but then you watch him and it's like, ah, I like this guy. I feel like the first verse was a lot more redeeming. I do like how he's just straight up using like vlog footage for his music video. Like, I saw some of this footage earlier on his vlog. Not like his actual like dancing and stuff, but like especially when he was getting a haircut. I just saw that in the vlog. And when he was wearing this jersey. That ain't on your Twitter. That ain't on your Insta. That ain't on your Twitter. That ain't on your Insta. Are his shoes not matching? That's cool. I think I'd be too self-conscious to do that, but that looked kind of cool. It matched his jersey. So it's interesting, this is actually like in line with what I was saying earlier about how there's so much negativity out there and people saying such awful things about him, and then you get to know him just a little better yourself, and then you're like, oh, he's not that bad after all. And beyond that, I actually kind of like the guy, so much so that I'm watching the videos every day now.
It's every day, bro.
And then I hear this and it's like he's actually pointing out specific things that he's done before, like to help people, to help in general, to put some good back in the world. And nobody covers that because that's not clickable. You know, it's not clickbait. It's not going to get the views. It's not going to get the reads on the articles. It's not going to get the authors of those articles to get exposure. So they talk about the real awful negative stuff that that works. It's the stuff that got me to read it and start watching his channel in the first place. So unfortunately, it works. Like I said, I felt like the first verse was a little more redeeming than the second one. The first one was like talking, it seemed a lot more sincere and like, hey, I did all these great things. What's up, guys? Why don't you talk about that? Why are you just dissing me all the time? But then the second one was like, I'm killing it. I got all this stuff. I got all this money in the bank account. And I was like, whoa, you're getting kind of cocky now. But it was so strange at that very moment, right when I had that feeling, he addressed the cocky thing and like flipped it and was like, yeah, but you know, I'm trying not to be. And it was like, oh shoot, like you read my inner dialogue. And then he went on from there and he was talking about the whole Selena thing, and he was kind of back to like the first verse kind of vibe, which I liked, where he was like, what's up, guys? You know, here are these things. I'm making these points, like, address this. What's up with that? This isn't fair. And I was right there with him. It's true. Like, how can you argue with what he's saying? I know if you're like a loyal viewer of mine, then you're very used to me commenting on the music and the vocals and the performance and stuff of that nature, but this is very different because, and this isn't a diss or anything, I think Jake Paul recognizes that he's not a singer. He just puts it out there in this format because I think he knows it's very clickable. But I don't think this is worth critiquing in that way. I don't think it's worth reacting to in that way. I think the whole point of this video was to get the message out. That being said, I don't know what effects were on there. I mean, clearly there was some crazy effects on this because the guy's not a singer. I don't know what they were, but they made his voice sound cool. It was funny because like as I was listening to it, it was like blatantly obvious the guy can't sing. But I like how he sounds because whatever they did to his voice. So Jake, you know, whoever did it, you made it sound cool. And he had like this cool like thing, like I don't know if he was like tired, if he had like lost his voice, but it was just really like a guttural, like raspy kind of, like it felt intense, even though it was like mellow. The delivery was mellow. There was a lot of passion in that voice, I feel like. Like I really felt like he meant every single word. Like there was clearly more like a message that he was trying to put out than like a vocal performance. However, because the message was so meaningful to him, You felt it in his voice. People will watch even this video that will love Jake Paul or hate Jake Paul, but I mean, just consider everything that you hear about him, even the things you see. Like, you can tell me, dude, I saw this video of him doing this crazy, immature, horrible stuff. Like, how can you argue with that? I saw it with my own eyes. The guy's a jerk. You have to consider what we're dealing with. We're dealing with YouTube, where this guy's success, the way he pays his bills, his livelihood, is for you to click on his videos. The guy's a genius. He knows what to do. He knows how to conduct himself in a manner which will get people to put their eyes on him. You can get mad all you want. You are just contributing to the guy's genius. I don't want to label him as this because he's much, much more than that. But I'll put it like in basic terms for some of you guys to understand and be like, oh, you know, maybe it's like I want to help you see him in a different light and get it. Think of him as a crazy successful troll. If you hate him, if you like hate him, he did his job. He trolled you. I mean, hopefully you can respect that. Like, you can appreciate that and be like, shoot, that's true. That being said, I personally don't care at all if you love him or hate him. I'm just trying to help give you some perspective. I do want you to like me though. If you would like to follow me on social media, then I will have the links in the description below. We have fun on there. We post memes, videos, jokes. It's a good time. I follow back. And again, if you like the channel and you'd like to help it grow and you'd like the videos to keep coming consistently, then all you have to do is help spread the word. Tweet it, share it, favorite, email, post, like, pin, snap. Don't forget the hashtag Squid Squad. That's right, we got a name now. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And please turn on your post notifications. You never know when there will be another live stream, because I never know. See you guys next time.
Alright, stop, collaborate and listen. I sit back with my brand new invention. Something grabs a hold of me tightly, flow like a harpoon daily and nightly. Will it ever stop? Yo, I don't know. Turn off the lights.